Hi, Lisa. Bye, Lisa. So, sometimes I'm dumb and I get hit when she does that swing. That's why I brought that herb, but I didn't need it, so whatever. Now we gotta be careful here, because there's a zombie hanging out in this path now. But naturally, he's not a problem. He's just some stupid zombie, whatever. He sometimes tries to puke, but it's not a problem to dodge that either, so whatever. So we just gotta backtrack, because we needed that crank in Lisa's cabin. It's very important that we get this item.
This is Brad. If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad, can you hear me? Shit, it's broken.
So there's a blue herb sitting here for curing poison. You might want to keep that in mind. It might become relevant a little later. But here is the reason we needed the crank. This area is filled with water. And obviously we're not going to just swim across. That water is probably nasty as hell. So we definitely needed to go and get this crank. See, now we can just get across there without getting all wet. Because that would be bad. We wouldn't want Jill to get wet. We wouldn't want her to get, like, water in those boots. That would be so annoying. God. Also, I certainly hope that later in this very game, she doesn't end up getting, like, neck deep in nasty-ass water or anything. Because that would make this puzzle seem a little pointless and unnecessary. That probably won't happen, though. Right? Right. So this is that waterfall that we spontaneously heard the sound of in the distance. We may need to get in there at some point. But we can't just walk underneath it, because Jill would get wet. We wouldn't want that. We certainly wouldn't want that to happen. These puzzles make sense, guys. I like how they put enemies in the game that can poison you, like these snakes. But they also, whenever they put those enemies in the game, put like blue herbs everywhere, so that if you get poisoned, you can just immediately heal it. And look at this. Look at all these blue herbs. This is ridiculous. I mean, you know, if you have the enemies that can poison you, and then you have the cure to the poison like right around the corner, it kind of defeats the purpose of the poison a little bit. So we need to get something in this room, but I also want to get some green herbs. Can never have too many herbs, man. Ugh. What was that sound? Oh. I think that spider has a stomach problem or something. So we need to get this book sitting on the bar here. Just gonna stuff that in the butt pocket for later. And here's a first aid case. These have some healing item in it. This one has green and blue herb. I'm not sure how random it is. I'm not sure if it's totally random or if there's like a certain, you know, list of items that you'll get from those. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I'm probably not going to take too much damage. Hopefully, if everything goes the way I want it to go. So this is important. We need to put this box over here, because there's a hole in the ground, and if you walk over that hole in the ground, a vine's going to come up and choke you, and it hurts. And we'll need to cross this hallway a couple times, so you want to avoid that damage. But here we have a save room. Let's just grab another battery pack here, and some ink ribbons, which I should probably pick those up. I mean, I haven't saved yet. I've been playing for like, what, an hour and 10 minutes, something like that. I mean, I haven't saved at all during that whole time. I should probably do that or something. Something bad could happen, then I'd have to start the whole game over. We wouldn't want that, would we? It'd be very unfortunate. So let's just add these ink ribbons to my stockpile. And then drop a save. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to save. Come on. You don't need to save. I got this. All right? This is gonna be fine. So we're gonna need these flame rounds a little later. We probably won't be shooting too many things in here, but there's a couple usages of the shotgun that we can make. You gotta save your grenade launcher for a special occasion. It's a very important item, and you shouldn't just use it all willy-nilly. But there's a perfect occasion coming up to use it. So this is the residence. It's got some locked doors in it. We don't need to worry about that, because this door here is not locked.
No, that wasn't part of our deal. But it's not necessary to destroy stars. What about my family? If I play my cards right. Jill!
Barry, I heard someone talking.
Oh, you heard. I think age is starting to take its toll. Talking to myself is becoming a bad habit.
Talking to yourself? You all right? What's gotten into you?
I'm getting you worried, aren't I? But don't, I'm alright. I guess this creepy mansion has gotten to my nerves. Anyway, I think I'll go outside, get some fresh air for a change. Don't worry, I'm just going to get some fresh air. If I'm lucky, I'll get to waste some monsters along the way.
You know, Barry, if you're gonna lie to my face, you could at least do a little better than that. You could say, oh, I found a phone and I was trying to call for help, but it didn't work. Oh well, I am not suspicious at all, Jill. Promise. I like how Plant 42 is capitalized. Some of our scientists have fallen into Plant 42. You have to yell it when it's capitalized like that. That's how it works. So what's going on over here? Well, there's a secret path. But, you know, wait a minute. Oh my god, look at that sweet-ass cowboy hat. Jill, no, there is something very special. You need to get that hat. Jill, no, you gotta up your hat game. That's a stylish ass hat. You can't just leave it behind. It'd be way better than your little, you know, stupid ass stars hat. You're disappointing me, Jill. So I don't know if you heard that, but there was a... Oh no, he came in here. Need to murder this zombie. Because we may be coming back and forth here a couple times, so we need to make sure there's nothing in the way. Well, we got a key, and Jill doesn't know what the door of the key opens, but I know what door it opens. Even though, you know, the key actually does say on it what door it opens. We're just gonna go right to that door and open it. You see, it's 001. It's clearly labeled. But Jill just missed that when she picked up the key. Look, they had an idea with the examining items thing, and they just wanted to take full advantage of it by having you do it every time you get a key. It's very important that you know which door the key opens. I mean, we can't have the character be, you know, psychic and just know somehow magically what door the key opens. That'd be ridiculous. Be too ridiculous for a Resident Evil game, certainly. There's a special gun there. It's the self-defense gun. I'm not gonna bother. It's got one shot, and I don't care. We don't need that. I need the space for other things. Oh my goodness, what was that mysterious sound? And what's this? Oh, it's the control room key. That isn't labeled, but Jill just knows what it does. Like, this is the one key she just knows. What control room, Jill? Where is this control room that this key opens, and how do you know that it opens the control room? But she doesn't know what the keys that are clearly labeled do. Oh, this is just a mansion key. I don't see this giant sword on it. But this tiny unlabeled key I found in a bathtub? Oh, this totally opens that control room that I don't know about. That must be what it does. Oh, Capcom. Not making any sense again. I know you see that map. I'm not picking that up. Not yet. The residence is tiny. We don't need a map. So here we have a lovely puzzle. It involves pushing giant boxes. But why? Well, there's a pool of water, and we need to push these boxes so that Jill can walk across the water. Let's just fast forward this, because it takes entirely too much time to do. And there's rock solid stable. Perfect. Do I need this green herb? Nah. I think we're doing pretty good with health items. We can leave this particular herb behind. This is really neat, actually. Zombie sharks. I wish Resident Evil did a whole lot more with, like, zombie animals. That'd be awesome. Like, what if Umbrella had a zoo? It could happen. Umbrella just says stupid-ass shit for no reason. They could have a zoo for no reason. You could just invent some shit. That's what this series has done. Just invent bullshit for cool things. Why not have, like, a zoo with a whole bunch of fucked up zombie animals? So this is a very important map. Because the Aqua Wing is, of course, a huge, sprawling area with like 2 floors in 1 room. So we really need a map of this place. Wait, no, I'm sorry. No, it has 2 floors, 1 room, and a hallway. So clearly we need to drain this water. Because water sucks.
Emergency. Unknown source of pressure detected. Locking all doors to achieve maximum safety.
Oh no, we have to do a thing now. Well, we're going to have to unlock the safety on the shelter so that we can do things in it. And then we're going to have to close the thing on the thing, and then we'll be safe. Okay, we did it. Puzzle's over. Oh, wait. Well, it's a good thing we read that paper. Because we know exactly what valve to close, or open, or whatever it said. I don't remember. I'm gonna show these sharks what for.
Reaching 50% of pressure threshold. Activate emergency drainage system immediately.
I'm working on it, God. Being so pushy, jeez. I gotta close the thing first. We need to be safety conscious in this secret underground zombie lab. So we don't want to miss the shotgun shell sitting in all this trash. Every little bit helps. Especially when it comes to ammunition for a shotgun. Because shotguns can solve any problem on the face of the earth. They really can. Have you tried a shotgun? Go away, shark. No one likes you. Now this is a good idea. Absolutely nothing wrong with running through this pool of water with this big shark. Well, that was easy. Boss defeated. Take that, Neptune, you jerk. Another clearly labeled key. It even says gallery on the side she's looking at. She doesn't know it's the gallery key. I still have to examine it. What a wonderful puzzle. Why aren't you dead yet? Die faster. Now here is something very important. We have some Magnum bullets. And I will be getting the Magnum later. I'm gonna need to get it, actually. There's 2 Magnums you can get. One of them is amazing. One of them is not as amazing. I'm gonna be getting the not as amazing one, because that's the Magnum you get with the game's good, best, better ending. And because the water's drained, we can't go across now. Now I can never get that green herb. I have to leave it all by itself in that hallway. What a tragedy. So here in the gallery, we have got a small problem. There's wasps. Oh no, oh whatever. There's also residence door 3, as well as a puzzle to make the V-jolt, which I'm not going to do because it's faster not to make the V-jolt. If I made the V-jolt, I have to go all the way back to the Aqua Wing, and I keep saying Aqua Wing because I don't know how to talk. And I'd have to use it, and I can just use the grenade launcher on the boss because it's easier. Don't look in the hole in the wall. Don't do that. Let's just blindly pump this stuff in there and murder all these wasps to death. I have to say, I am a little surprised this body doesn't actually do anything. I mean, look at that camera. You'd think he would, like, move or twitch or something. Like, would be scary in your survival horror game. But no, it doesn't actually happen. So we finally have the key to the room we need to get to all along, and didn't know about that until just now. Don't need this anymore, tosses over his shoulder. I really like that still. Why did they name it V-jolt? Why did they do this? It's because it sounds cool, isn't it? I'll bet that's why they did it. Here's a tricky puzzle. Look at how difficult it is. I mean, you have to rearrange like 3 books. That's, man, that's a brain buster right there. So we're gonna fight the boss. We are unfortunately gonna miss out on the amazing cutscene of Barry, who just magically has a flamethrower, murdering the boss to death with it if you use the V-jolt. But you know what? These are the sacrifices we need to make. We can't see Barry's amazing face when he uses the flamethrower, but that's okay, because this is gonna be much faster. Just make sure you aim the gun up. If you don't, you just miss. And that would be a tragic waste of flame rounds. So why do we do any of this? Well, it was for a key. Of course it was for a key. Well, this isn't just any old key. This bloody or rusty key is a very important key that we need back in the mansion. So now we gotta go all the way back to the mansion and start using it. Of course, I think first we'll take a small pit stop in the item room. I guess I'll grab this pistol ammo. I'm probably never going to use the pistol again, but, you know, hey, I may as well have a bunch of ammo for it that I'm not going to use, right?
Wesker!
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say.
I apologize. It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
I understand. Anyway, it's good that you're safe.
Did you notice? Barry, he sounded a little flaky.
Now that you mention it, yeah. I'll keep a close eye.
Maybe it's quite natural under these circumstances. It's not really our standard operation. Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
I agree.
There are still rooms in that mansion we can't get into because they're locked up. I've been looking for ways to...
Okay, if there's anything, I'll go back to the other mansion.
I'm counting on you.
Other mansion? Jill, the residence not a mansion. Oh, Wesker was killing wasps. That's just... oh, that's just funny for some reason. Fucking Wesker just gunning down tiny wasps with a gun. Like the villain of the entire franchise! Oh wait, that's a spoiler. Oh no. Just pretend you didn't hear that, okay? So we've got quite a bit of item tinkering to do here, because... well, we need to rearrange this inventory a bit. May as well mix these right quick. Also, we're going to want to dump the flame rounds for now. They were useful against the boss, but they're not going to be quite so useful in the mansion at the moment. And we will be needing them a little later as well. We do want to go with some ordnance here, 'cause the mansion's going to have some tougher dudes in it now. I'm going to take one of these with me. Just in case. Get bit by a snake or something. And, you know, may as well take one of these blue herbs. I know there's a one or two coming up, but, you know, may as well take one of these, because I'm not going to come back to the residence. Be a waste of these perfectly good blue herbs.
Brad, come in, Stars Alpha Team. Come in.
This is Jill!
Does anybody hear me?
I hear you, Brad! Over!
Stars Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Respond. I repeat, this is Brad.
Brad? Brad!
This is Brad. If you can't answer me, somehow give me a sign.
Jill to Brad! Can you hear me? Brad! Brad! Shit. It's broken.
Oh, still? I mean, it didn't somehow repair itself in, like, the half hour since I used it the first time? Aww. So here's why I brought that blue herb. I always get bit by these snakes. It's always that little asshole too. Am I poison? Or is this just low health? My health was in the green. This is poison, isn't it? Yep. Every time. So for our little return trip to the mansion, we have some good news. Barry's left us another little cache of items. And fortunately, the grenade launcher can hold more than 6 shells, so let's just dump these guys in there. And Barry also fixed the doorknob. What a swell fellow. Oh my god. Oh my god. They figured out how to use the door skip. So this is a hunter. These dudes are a pain. They are fast, move around a lot. They go down after a few shotgun shells, but you know they can mess you up. So this door here is our next destination, but unfortunately our new key doesn't open it. We need another key. Of course we need another key. Always another key. In Resident Evil, there's always another key. So, there's a few spots we can use this new key. We're going to be hitting up pretty much all of them. But I think first we should clear this save room out, because I hear some hunters. So let's just try to... Oh no! Yeah, I got this. You want to burn that sound into your brain, because that's the hunter's death sound. Because usually when you fight hunters, you're probably going to have them be off screen, and you're just going to be holding the shoot button down for a while until they die. That's a good sound to listen out for. Okay, so we've got some things to do, and I am gonna actually need some keys to do it. Why not bring all the keys? I'm probably not gonna need the sword key, but you know what? It doesn't hurt to have it. There are a couple doors that I didn't unlock with it that I don't really need to unlock with it at this point. I never read this message when he left it earlier. That was very rude. But one of the doors we can open up with our armor key is this one. And it's the last door for the armor key. Just pitch over the shoulder. We want to open this door. This is an optional room, but this is how you get your hands on that Magnum. This is not the Magnum room, this is just a room with some health items in it, and I think also some ink ribbons. Don't need any of that! Because I do need some inventory space to actually get the item you need to get the Magnum. Gonna have to leave that behind for a second because I only have 2 spaces in inventory and we need to pick up 3 items in this room. So you see what's going on here. There's a lure of a bee and a bee, and there's lures and there's bugs, and you know what we need to do here, right? But we can't just put the lure of a bee in there without the fish hook in it. You need the fish hook in the lure, or else it doesn't work or something, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've only been fishing like 3 times in my life. I don't know. Now we need this for a little later to grab the Magnum. We could actually go and get it now, but that would be quite a bit of backtracking, so we'll just save that for later, because we'll have a perfect opportunity to get that Magnum. And we don't really need the Magnum until later in the game anyways, so whatever. For now, I need to get some inventory space, so let's just make a quick pit stop in the save room. Let's dump the sword key. I'm sorry, sword key. I'm not going to use you and then pitch you over my shoulder. I'm going to hold on to you. Just so you know, the sword key is the most important of all the keys. But we can't neglect our shiny new helmet key. Oh, we're going to start using that in a minute. There's a door down here we can open with that. Oh, wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. I forgot to unlock a shortcut door. That is unacceptable. You'll never know when you need some of those it's locked from behind shortcut doors. Let's just take care of that. So here is the room where you can get a map of the second floor of the mansion by burning it in a piece of wood and then carrying a burnt piece of wood around with you for the whole game. Because Capcom. Like, that's just fantastic. Like, map of the basement is paper, first floor is paper, residence is paper, the courtyard's paper. Every one of them is paper, but this one floor is a big-ass, burnt-ass piece of wood. That is just, that's just great. So here's a puzzle that's easy and bizarre. Well, they're all bizarre, but... You have to get this statue onto this spot on the ground. And then when we do that, it'll somehow get yanked into the opening in the wall. Because... reasons. But hey, we did it! We got another knife. Need those, so... Now here's an important book. Not because of the book, but because there's a thing in it. So now we're in the basement. Aw, is that spider sick? Aw. Poor giant mutant, terrible, awful spider creature. There's even a map of this place, even though it's like 2 hallways. I like how the spiders are just not a threat at all. Unless you're one of those people that's really creeped out by spiders. I don't really give a shit myself, but that's just me. There's a couple zombies down here too. Not gonna see tons and tons of zombies in the mansion anymore though. There's a few. So let's just turn on this electrical thing while standing in water. That's a great idea, probably. Also, electrocuting a zombie while standing in water with the zombie is also a great idea. Couldn't really fake him out. Perspective was a little bit weird to work around there. So now we're in the kitchen. There's really no reason to come here as Jill until right here at this point in the game. As Chris, though, yeah, you do need to come down here for an old key, but not as Jill. I think this is also where the last sword key door is. Now, it's very important for this part of the mansion that you have some free item slots. As you gotta get a thing that's important, but also ammo for the grenade launcher. Which is honestly more important than the thing you have to get to actually solve a puzzle. If only this knob worked. Save some time. Oh well. Haha. I've still got the zombie juking skills. What? So as you can see, this is very important. Shotgun shells and grenade rounds, but also a battery, as well as a battery pack. I need to watch out up here, cause there's hunters hanging around. Not gonna be a problem right now, but a little later. I just want to make a quick pit stop in the item room. And also, I want to get myself a couple of items that I'm gonna need. First for the pit stop, because my inventory is full, and I don't need all this stuff right now. So this room is weird. So you see, we have to turn the lights off, right? And then once the lights are off, we can see there are glowies in the mounted heads. But you can't pick them up if the eagle thing is looking at you for some reason. Because then Jill can't just take the thing that's just sitting there. We do want to get both of these. You don't need to get both of them. You just need to get the red one. But the yellow one, you need to get the best ending. It also means we need to go into a part of the mansion that's got, like, hunters in it. That's gonna be awesome. So things are gonna get a little dangerous, because we have to face some hunters. Not you fellas, though. So we're finally gonna be investigating this little room here. This is where you could use that blue gemstone from the dining room. That's actually now knocked over. I guess one of the hunters did that. That's on the top balcony. You can get some shotgun shells if you do that, but don't really need shotgun shells. The shotgun is not going to be used too much longer, actually. And we have plenty of ammo for it right now. If you use the red gemstone here, it makes snakes fall from the ceiling somehow. Now this might get a little hairy with the hunters on the return trip, so I'm thinking we're gonna murder them this time around. Hey, I promised hunter fighting, and I'm gonna deliver it. Just wait for the sound. There it is. Again. Alright. It's best to keep hunters at a distance. They can one-shot you, actually. And that'd be unfortunate. I mean, we're approaching 2 hours of this, like, 3.5-hour run of this game, and I haven't saved. That'd be a terrible disaster if that happened. Now, wouldn't it? Are you on the edge of your seat? Because I haven't saved. What if something disastrous happened? And start the whole game over. Oh, hello. Don't mind me. You just keep doing your thing. Nope, nope. Go away. So we just passed up one of the helmet key doors. Gonna do that in a bit. I mean, we have kind of quite a few items in the inventory. I don't want to go there just yet. Gonna save that door for last. For now, we're gonna head in here. So do you know what time it is? Well, it's time to juke a zombie. There's really no reason at all to murder this zombie, so we're just gonna leave him alone. We are going to have to dance around him a little bit. Oh, not today, mister. Yeah, whatever. Okay, one more time. And we can actually get the thing we're here to get. And solve a fantastic puzzle. It's an actual puzzle this time. It's not just get a key and open a door with it, like 90% of the puzzles in this game are. You actually have to think about this one a little bit. It's got to combine this gemstone with this box, and then we get to make a shape on the top of the box with these pieces. So of course you want to start with the biggest piece first. Once you put the piece down, you actually have to adjust it a little bit to get it into just the right spot. We don't want there to be, you know, any large gaps. But this isn't too difficult to figure out. Gotta get it in just the right spot. There we go. This can be a bit picky with your positioning of the pieces, though. It's gotta be pixel perfect. There it is. Okay. And here is the key to that room. Also, what's in here? Ink ribbons! No. So now I guess we just need to head back to that roach room. And then there is only one more place we need to go to. This is such a useful little shortcut. So I gotta say, I'm kind of surprised that Capcom didn't go full dick move here, because this is another dark room, and I am a little surprised that they didn't make you go and get the lighter again. You just have to turn the light on, and then you're done. I mean, it wouldn't have been too bad to actually get the lighter. There is a save room, like, right around the corner, but still, it's a little surprising. We do want to get this. Shotgun shells in the drawer. Of course, there are shotgun shells in the drawer. Why wouldn't there be? Who doesn't keep shotgun shells in your drawer? So where you gotta keep them? Right next to the shotgun you keep in your drawer. So now it's time to head to the final spot to use the helmet key. And that will require a couple of hunter encounters. Let's try to make this fast, quick and painless. Keep that hunter at bay with the shotgun. All according to plan. I planned that. Absolutely. Absolutely planned that out. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Wonderful. Oh hey, a thing happened. Sometimes when you blow a zombie's head off when it has a knife in it, you might get the knife back. It's quite clean too, considering the, you know, the zombie brains that should be all over it. Well, the shotgun cleaned the knife. Nope. Nope. So didn't really examine this room completely before, but there's a door at the other end of it. We couldn't get in there. I didn't see much of a reason to go and check it out. What's that sound? Oh! Oh, hi, Yawn! So this is a real deal boss fight, finally. But fortunately, Yawn poisoning you is not like a sure thing in this fight. But our good buddy the grenade launcher makes short work of him. What's this? Yawn knocked over an important book, saving Jill like 30 minutes of trying to find this one book on the shelf. Oh, what a nice snake. Maybe Yawn wasn't a bad guy after all. Maybe he was just trying to help Jill when he murdered Richard to death with his teeth. I mean, if Yawn didn't eat Richard, I wouldn't have gotten a shotgun. Yeah. Totally a good guy. So we got another medal. It's basically just a key. Everything is a key in this game. Really, the guns should be keys. I mean, you can open doors with guns. That jewelry box puzzle, just shoot it with a shotgun, opens it right up. I would love it if one of these games actually let you do that, or you can just solve puzzles with guns. Like, oh, I have to solve a puzzle to open up a door? Fuck this, just blow the door open with a grenade launcher or something. Come on, Capcom. So we are done with the mansion. There's still one area here we have to check out, but we can't do that just yet. So we're gonna have to go back outside. Because there's a new area we can get to with our battery. And only the battery. We don't need anything else. And I know I haven't really been editing too much out of this playthrough, but we really just have to walk outside. So I think perhaps we can fast forward this a little bit. So let's do that. And this is so weird. You ever feel like you forgot something? Like something important? Like there's something you need to do, but you didn't do it? It's just... Oh, for Christ's sakes. It's just such a weird feeling, isn't it? Like, it's right there in the back of your head, but you just can't remember it. It's probably nothing. I'm probably just being paranoid or something. But I could swear that I forgot something. Well, here's where we need to use that battery. Now we can use this elevator to go up and down between these two outdoor areas. Outdoor. I talk good. This is going really well. Look, I just need to get these herbs and combine them. And then everything will be just fine. These dogs are just give me a second here. Oh, I forgot the crank. Well... It's fine. You see, it's fine. It's totally fine. Because look. I needed to go back anyways, because I don't need some of this stuff. So it's completely fine. Now, Jill, would it have not been prudent to just leave the crank in the little slot here? We don't need this crank for anything else. There is more cranking to do, but we don't need this crank to do it. This is the only spot that you need this crank. Why wouldn't you just leave it here, Jill? Why? Look, I know you're a Capcom character in a Resident Evil game, so you are just, like, incapable of doing basic human things, but... Come on, now. I don't need this shit. This is ridiculous. I mean, I just added, like, a whole 5 minutes to this playtime. I'm never gonna beat my 2-hour run now. That I've already passed, because I'm not skipping cutscenes or door animations. But now, we're going into the caves. Joyous!